can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida's offense will get the ball first. The Gators devastated and humiliated the Tigers the last time they got together.
Well, the Gators dominated that game in all 3 phases, and that's something they're trying to do again in this one today. Offensively, it's about explosive plays. Defensively, it's about creating takeaways, and they're going to have to make a play or two on special teams. If they do that, the Gators feel like they're going to win this one again.
From the gun, the running back has it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To throw, it's Hilliard. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Here's the give off the left side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were 2 divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Hilliard. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the tight end did a nice job there. He ran the route, he got underneath the linebackers, came out the other side, and that's a play he just has to be able to finish.
Quarterback may change this route. He wants to throw it again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Hilliard. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He wants to change this route. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So LSU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curves.
Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost passed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver.
Touchdown, LSU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about about that young man getting in the backfield again. He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
It's caught. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hilliard. Right on the money. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, there's an alley on the left. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with jubilees.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, running back gets the give. Got enough space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
And these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
A tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so...
There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Touchdown, Gators! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been
intercepted. The defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field, but how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
To the air, it's Hilliard. Fires to the right. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Calls it in. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
24, LSU, 13.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Complete downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. LSU getting set on first and 10. Just keep slinging it. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. It's a big play that we might circle back to later.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air, it's Hilliard. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Second down now after the sack. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And back to the air on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They get to him as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, seems like every time Florida and LSU get together, magic happens. And halfway through this one, the sparks have been flying.
He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Makes the grab. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had him, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Hilliard. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They're going back to the ground. Brings into the open. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Barrels ahead. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
On the ground. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Gonna let it fly. Snags it at the 30 and still running. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Looking to pass. It's Hilliard. Took a shot as he threw. He just tossed that one out of bounds. avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover, you've got more plays here on third down.
That's exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. Third and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And the third down pass is incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Hilliard. Fires to the right. Got his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're...
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the right. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. With the run on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it.
Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
First and 10.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Making side adjustments here. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Hilliard. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter.
Headed to the end zone. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without score. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense for anything to cut into this big lead. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give on the inside. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody's staying healthy.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in.
He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Corner's going to give them room. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go.
And it's picked off at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Gators will hustle to the line. On the option. He'll toss it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Up-tempo for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Hilliard. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it in down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what?